The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq both climbed today thanks to some surprising wins from bank stocks as well as AMD. Today we're going to take a look at what's fueling the market strength, why TSM, Taiwan Semi, earnings tomorrow could be a next big catalyst, and how these moves might shape the rest of October. So let's get ready to learn and then earn. The S&P 500 closed up 0.4% today. The Nasdaq rose by 0.7%. The Dow was basically flat. So why is this? Because of strong earnings from Bank of America as well as Morgan Stanley. AMD is also soaring on massive AI optimism, and somehow these gains are outweighing the US and China trade tensions, as well as being into 15 days of the government shutdown. Banks have been leading so far this week. So let's take a look at these financials. Both Bank of America and Morgan Stanley crushed their expectations in their Q3 results. Bank of America stock price popped up by over 4% after reporting solid lending growth and stable credit quality. Morgan Stanley is up by about 4.7%, even hitting an all-time high. These are big wins for investors who stuck through the volatility earlier this year. And taking a look at the earnings calendar, we can see that we have more financial companies, maybe smaller names, but still more financials to come this week with KeyBank, M&T, Ally. So why does this matter? Because strong bank earnings usually means that the economy is moving in the right direction. People are borrowing, people are spending, and businesses are on track to expand. After so much time of talking about recessions, not just for months, in my opinion, it's been dragging on for years. Seeing signs like this give investors a little bit of confidence. So I'm not holding any financial companies in my portfolio. Let me know if you are. But like I said, when I started the video, these moves by these companies, whether it's tech or financials, move the indices. And I definitely do invest into the S&P as well as the total US stock market. But when it comes to my individual stocks, I must admit I am tech heavy. Now let's take a look at AMD, a company that basically stole the spotlight today. This is Advanced Micro Devices. On the day, up 9.4% after HSBC raised their price target from 185 to 310. And as you can see, the current stock price is 238.60 after $20 on the day. So, taking a look at a couple of other price targets, Wedbush has them rated as a buy with a target of $270, and Wolf Research has them rated as a buy with a $300 price target. So, HSBC is not the only one anticipating strong growth from AMD. This is because of AI partnerships with Oracle and OpenAI that are fueling the excitement. AMD's new chips are gaining traction in the AI and cloud computing race, trying to stay competitive with NVIDIA. So, what AMD produces is basically the brains behind your favorite AI tools that most likely we're using on a daily basis. So, with stocks running up this quickly, some analysts are calling it overbought. But we will see tomorrow when another big name, Taiwan Semi, has their earnings results. It could confirm for us if the chip demand is really this strong and if the growth of these companies will continue. So, on the day, Taiwan Semi is up almost 3%. They are the world's largest chip manufacturer. They are literally the go to for all of the big names, including AMD, NVIDIA, and Apple. Analysts expect their revenues to be up about 14%, net income growth of 10 to 12%. And so investors are watching closely to see if this strong AI chip demand continues. So if Taiwan Semi delivers strong numbers, it could send AMD and NVIDIA even higher. So we will see the results of that tomorrow. I hold both NVIDIA and Taiwan Semi in my portfolios. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Taiwan Semi is going to make a huge win when it comes to their earnings report tomorrow? Let's hear it direct from President Trump.
Are we in for a sustained trade war with China?
Well, you're in one now. Look, we have 100% tariff. If we didn't have tariffs, we would be exposed as being a nothing. We would have no defense.
We are officially in a trade war with China. These trade tensions are heating up again because of the rare earth material controls, tariffs, and even talks about bans on other items like cooking oil and soybeans. But the market are not panicking. This is a sign that investors are still focused on earning strength as well as the AI boom, not just politics. So we will see the continued earnings for the rest of the week. Going to happen with Taiwan Semi tomorrow. The results will prove the continued strength when it comes to AI and the needs from these semiconductor companies. So if this trend continues, we'll be back to seeing the S&P 500 hitting all-time highs again. That's it for tonight's quick market update. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave me some comments. What investments are you holding in the semiconductor space? Do you stick to ETFs? Or are you holding some of those big banking names that have their earnings coming up or just had them earlier this week? My portfolio has not fully recovered from the drop that it took on Friday after Trump's tweet and the tensions started with China over those rare earths regulations and tariff tensions. But I have seen some improvement, and I know in time it will recover. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.